I'm Terry Mallard, and I'm President and CEO of Broad River Electric Cooperative, and I'm fortunate enough to serve as chairman of the South Carolina Power Team, and I want to welcome you to the EDR for 2026. And I think if you enjoyed the evening last night, how many people had dinner, enjoyed the buffet? Quite a bit. It was excellent. One of the best buffets that I have ever experienced and had at a hotel. So I think that is just the start of how this meeting will be over the next 2 days. I think the Power Team staff has done a tremendous job preparing, and they're excited about the agenda. And so I want to welcome you for taking time out of your schedule to be here. And as such, I do want to recognize the Power Team. They do a tremendous job and spend a lot of time and energy getting ready for this event. And so James, I want to recognize James. Everybody knows him. We have Angelin. And stand up, Angela. Okay. We have Rebecca, Warren, Caroline. We got Mark. Is it Meredith? What's over there? She switched. She's a new employee. How long have you been with the Power Team? December 1st. Doing a great job. And Amber. Is Amber in here or is she out back? Maternity leave? Well, she does a tremendous job, and I'm pretty sure she did a lot of work and help preparing for this. So, again, I want to give a lot of credit to the Power Team and the work that they do. But we're here today because we share a common goal and purpose, and that is we have concern for the community, and part of the cooperative program is that we work together. And the South Carolina Power Team is funded by the electric cooperatives through our partnership with Central Electric. So I want to recognize those employees and members here who are actually part of electric cooperative. So if you are a CEO or a trustee of an electric cooperative, please stand. Yes. Were it not for the commitment of their board of trustees, each and every one of those systems in South Carolina contribute to a lot of the economic development efforts that we have across the state. And so I want to thank them for their support. I am also honored to, as a board member, to serve along several other members who are part of the central and the individual cooperatives. And I want to name them and recognize them individually. I was told by our friend James over there, he said, Terry, you can get carried away. You have 10 minutes. So I'll try to keep it within the 10 minutes. So again, I want to recognize the board members. And these are trustees at their individual cooperative. And I like to recognize Johnny Dickert. Johnny, he's at Newberry. Johnny here. You can tell he's a lot taller than I am. Charles Adair from Lawrence Electric in the back. Welcome, Charles. Jamie Button. Jamie over there, he's at Coastal in Walterboro. Barbara Weston. Is Barbara here? Barbara, there she is. Tri-County. And we have Travis Burris. Travis? Over here. Welcome. Travis, you've been on the board for about a year. Is that about right? Been a great board member. And we have Rob Hochstetler. Everybody knows Rob. He's a tremendous asset to the electric cooperatives in South Carolina, and we welcome him to the board. Burl Davis. Burl's at Palmetto. He is the chairman of Central Electric. Catch me later. I can tell you some stories about him. Hey, be careful. Rob Artis at Santee. And Rob is doing a tremendous job in economic development efforts in his territory. Mike Fuller at Berkeley. Mike will become the next chairman of the South Carolina Power Team. As I am beginning a next chapter of my life in April, I will be retiring. And I know you're saying I don't look that old, but I am. Bruce Bacon. Bruce here? Well, he's actually from Fairfield. He's CEO. And we did have Gary Stooksbury from Aiken. He served on our board, but he retired at the 1st of March. So, and then myself, And I've been at the electric cooperative for 10 years and with the power team probably for about the last 4, and had the honor of serving as chairman for the last several. So again, I want to welcome you. But all of the efforts that we do and do together is because of you. We do cooperate with other cooperatives, the partnerships between Power Team, Central, and the distribution cooperatives, but we also partner with you. And I want to do something a little different. If you're a part of the South Carolina Power Team, or if you're a part of the electric cooperatives, I want you to stand. Again, please stand. It's because of the partnerships that we have with you that make us successful. You are a part of us. So y'all continue to stand because I want to recognize the people that are here. Stand again. They clap for you. I want you to clap for these attendees because we're successful in economic development throughout the state because of the partnerships and relationships that we have formed with you. This event is special, but you are special and you're part of the concern for community that we have. So thank you for being here, and I look forward to the program.
We had a pretty amazing year last year. You guys have this in your books, but I put it up here because we shot past what we projected to be our metrics for last year. Terry talked about the funding that we get from the cooperatives. When 2013, when I got here, I happened to arrive at a time where they were tired of getting their butts kicked by other utilities. And we had a very active governor who was helping bring opportunity to our state, and they gave us the tools to be prepared. So we have been immensely blessed with what they do for us. So from our team, thank you to our trustees, and thank you to the co-op family who fund all these crazy things that we do. They have yet to say no, and I'm hoping that's not going to change. I did want to recognize also Brian Broughton. Where's Brian? You stand up real quick. And Craig at York Electric. These are going to be 2 of our new trustees coming onto our board. We look forward to having you and getting. Can we get them some shirts? We just found out you guys got appointed to the board. It was official. So anyway, blessed year. So we've been tracking since we adopted our strategy in 2014. We've been tracking how we're doing against what Commerce is announcing throughout the state. This is last year's numbers in 2025. From a CapEx standpoint, we were 40% of everything that was announced in our state. From a jobs standpoint, we were at 46. Now, over time, so prior to 2013, we took 5 years, but you could take any 5 year, our best 5 years, and they're not going to stack up to what's been happening in co-op territory since 2014. So you can see basically we sat about 10% of CapEx and jobs. Now, that needle continues to move, and I would argue that the future of our state and economic development is largely going to be, from an industrial standpoint, in co-op territory. And they keep giving us the tools to continue to be successful. So we started mapping this in 2014. So we took our first 5 years snapshot. I'm looking at Angela, am I saying something wrong? Nope. My monitor over there, keep looking that way. But this is a snapshot of what we did our first 5 years. And then you look at what's happened since. So this is jobs. And you'll see we still got work to do. We still have places that we need to focus our efforts and energy. Capital investment through 2018. So you see Volvo down there, Samsung, LPL and Lash were up in the York area. Those are kind of big projects. And then what's happened since 2025, all those concentric circles. So as growth has come out of these city centers, we've been able to take advantage of it. So what's new for 2026? David, did you do something to my slides? Jessica, did you mess with my slide? That's weird. Huh. Terry, we need to get you back up here. Is Vicky here? Now you know why I wanted to talk to your wife without you. But I want to just share, Angela, you got the card? Okay, all right. He went from a 28 to a 29. So I was talking to Vicki last week about and Kerry Johnson on his team, about what do you get a guy that has very specific tastes about things. So he's a boot guy. Well, he's not wearing boots today, but he's a big boot guy. And his fashion is like this. And so I asked my tailor, I showed him a picture of Terry. I was like, this is how I want to look. So this is why I'm wearing this get-up. But they're big Disney people. And I know that you guys have a couple of cruises coming up. So this is our contribution toward one of your cruises.
Thank you very much.
Terry, in the time that he has been CEO, has brought in close to $900 billion in CapEx. They're a very, very active co-op. When I first got here, they were one of our smallest. That's not the case anymore. And 2,500 jobs. Last year, we had a half a billion dollar announcement in Union County that they were very active in taking part in. And as our chairman, that number is 11.4 billion and 7,300 jobs. I told you this the other day, you've been one of the best chairmen we've ever had. Thank you for what you do for our team. We're very grateful. If you want to say anything.
Again.
I forgot your mic, hold on. You were gonna need this.
You know, it's great to be associated with some individuals as fine as you ever meet in the electric cooperative program. And I've been in the program over 35 years. And the group in South Carolina is above any that I've ever met with. And I worked with them from Georgia all the way up to New Hampshire. And so it's been a pleasure. And I would say that the success we have is under great leadership under James and his willingness and ability to let his employees flourish. He lets them fly, lets them go. And a lot of times it's the faith and trust he has in them that gives them the ability to have successes. And that's what I tried to do at the cooperative is I get out of the way. Let the employees do their job and don't be a hindrance. And that's exactly what James has done to his team. And I think our success is just really built upon the cooperation we have, but the ability of great leadership. So I say thank you.
Yes, sir.
For your job.
We love you.
Love you.
Let's put this right here. We're good. Pictures.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, now back to regular programming. I thought that went better than I thought it would. Yeah, thank you. It went better than Angela thought it was going to go. She's like, what you doing? Also, I want to recognize some other folks that are leaving us. David Falco, are you here? With Edisto? What's that? I asked him specifically last night, be here this morning. But I will say, when I first met with David in 2013, as I was doing my 130-odd meetings, he's like, look, don't worry about me. Ralph tried to bring stuff here for years. We get it. It's fine. Then he got Volvo. Now he's going to be serving Google. That co-op is really flourishing, and he set the stage for whatever comes next. Jim Lovingood and Blue Ridge couldn't be here. They have a board meeting. But also, he's been an amazing supporter of growth in the upstate. And then Mark Walling for Coastal Electric. Walterboro. Is it mostly Walterboro? I'm forgetting what other part of the territory, but Carlton County. Sorry, Walterboro. Don, I'm sorry. Man, she'll knock you upside the head. They've been amazing supporters of growth in their backyard. So we bid them farewell. They will be here throughout the course of the year, but retire at year end. All right, so now what's new for 2026? You are familiar with our Site Readiness Fund, $6 million per year that we've invested. I think we're close to $80 million now. $300 million of additional investment that's come from partners like local economic development organizations, counties, Department of Commerce, and other partners. It's done so much good for our system, so our board decided to double down. So between now and over the next few years, the fund will double from $6 million to $12 million. So for this year It's $8 million. We changed our ratio of participation, so everything is 2 to 1 instead of 3 to 1 or whatever we had before, but 2 to 1. And then with the cap is $4 million instead of $3 million. So those are meaningful dollars going into projects. Thank you. Whoever started that, thank you. We're launching a retail recruitment initiative. 2 major things we're doing. There's a really robust database that you'll have access to through our team. But to be able to access, for those of you that are doing retail attraction, good. For those of you that are not, you should be. It should be part of your overall economic development mix. Lacey Beasley with Retail Strategies will be here tomorrow, and we'll talk more about it. But we're very excited about it. It was an initiative that we thought we'd bring to the board in 2026. And last year during the budget, they're like, let's go, let's do it. So again, one of those things that they continue to say yes to. And it's something we're really excited about. Caroline Warner is going to be spearheading a statewide initiative around the trades. So we're trying to get, what's our goal over 10 years? 100,000 7th grade students into industry. Why? Because they've got no perception of trades. They don't have a bad perception of trades. So we want to create a very positive perception around the trades. And we're going to need your help. So our technical colleges, our locals who have relationships with local school systems, anywhere you can help us make a lift, it's going to be very greatly appreciated. That's one audience. Their parents, their teachers, pastors, counselors, everybody who's influencing their decisions, we're going to continue to attack them from a marketing standpoint. And then we're also focusing on underemployed folks. And the story I share a lot is there's these families in Ellendale County that on a bus at 5 in the morning to work service jobs in Hilton Head, they don't get home till 8 o'clock at night. If we could find an employer to put those people to work in their backyard with meaningful work, that'd be amazing. That'd be the ultimate goal. So that's what we're working on. And then we launched an event like this in the fall for existing industry leadership. So owners of manufacturing plants, the plant managers, and it was such a success. We did it here. And you guys are the guy in the middle and the bottom. You'll meet Chris at lunch, or just before lunch. It was a one-night event, half-day of programming. It went so well that the CEOs approved us doing 2-night event, 2 days of programming. So we're very excited about it. Legacy members, our existing industry, it's our number one priority. Taking care of them. Andrew just completed his 1,000th visit. Where's Andrew? Oh, okay, yeah. 1,064 since 2014. That is amazing. He's our industry savant. He can, if there's a connection to be made, he will make it. And we're grateful for what he does. But they're our number one priority.